I'm sure a lot of you have heard the commercial by Capital One, What's in Your Wallet? Well, today I want to ask you this question in another way. What's in your circle? Who's in your circle? Do you know the vibes that are in your circle? Are you aware of the people that you surround yourself with and the people who want to surround themselves around you? It is so important to have the right energy and the right vibes in your life. We are at a time that is just not, to be honest, we've always been at a time that wasn't good. I mean, evil and different negative energies have always been circulating in this earth since the beginning of time, but we're near an end zone, and I really mean like a serious end zone. And right now, definitely because of social media, there are so many people right now who are in it for the win it, and they are not in it for you. And there are people right now that are putting on the best disguises, the best masquerades, the best pretend, the best, your best friend, the best everything you can think of. And that person really do not have your best interest at heart. So you have to remember that when something wants to attack you, it's not going to tell you that it's going to do it. It's not going to show you any signs, because if it does that, it can't get close to you. People who are close to you can hurt you more than people who are not. You may think that you have an enemy and oh, they're way across town and you're not worrying about them. But trust me, that enemy way across town does not have a doorway into your life. It's the ones that you give the key to, the front door key. Those are the ones that will come in your house and rob you blind. If you guys remember, those of you who are familiar with the Bible or believe in the Bible, there's a phrase in there that says that a strong man will not suffer his home to be broken into had he had been watching his home. And I'm sure you guys know the words of that, but basically saying that when you're watching your home, you don't have to worry about that. And sometimes we forget to watch our home because we trust the people who are in it. And because the people who are in it we trust, we don't bother to think that we need to put our keys up or put our purse up or put, this up or put that up. We just leave everything out. And then before we know it, certain things start disappearing, like the way you felt 10 minutes ago, you're feeling differently. Certain things that you're looking at and you're starting to scratch your head because everything about this particular person feels good and looks so good. But why are you feeling a certain type of way? And then you don't know what's being done to you. And then if you catch the person doing something, you're shocked, you're surprised. I'm appalled. No, sometimes, all the time, when someone shows you who they are, look, take notice, write it down, keep a mental note, and deal with it. Because when you don't, you will pay for it. First impressions are the most important impressions. First impressions are the one impression that means the most. That is the most realist. And you have to take that for what it is. So be careful about people who you allow into your life, because these are the days, these are the moments. And a snake is a snake is a snake. And as much as you think that that snake have not bit you and you feel like, well, you know what, people change. No, they don't. We all have the ability to go back to anything we was, okay? So it's not really a matter of changing. You're just not doing it right now. You can go back to doing anything that was in you. It's still there. You're just deciding to not bring that out. But it's there. It's not changing. You just put it on the back burner. But it can quickly be a front runner whenever you want it to be. So be careful with the energies that you allow into your circle, because when you're trying to get somewhere in life, you need people who want to see you get somewhere in life. You need people who are going to be wanting your best, who's going to help you to achieve your best. Not people when you tell something good and they get depressed and they start talking about what they're doing or what they tried to do, or woe is me, I wish I was. When you're around people who wish that they was like you or doing what you're doing, and they're always saying, oh, you're so lucky, watch out for those people. They're the main ones who are going to screw you. Don't believe the hype. When people tell you, oh, I love that dress, I wish I can fit a dress like that, trust me, that is not good. You may be thinking that, oh, she's just so kind, I feel so sorry for her. No, don't. because she's thinking of how she can make what you have hers. Okay, and this is where you fall short at, is that you take it to your head like, oh, I'm so, but no, honey, trust me, it does not work that way. And if you haven't gotten burnt yet, you haven't lived long enough. Okay, and like I said, the ones that can do it to you the best, who can be professionals at screwing up your life, are the ones who you give a key to your front door. Know who's in your circle. Know who you are allowing to have any of your energy. If you're not with someone who's building you up, if you're not with someone who's making, you feel good about yourself, who's on your team A, who's for you, if you're not with someone that you can feel that, and you know is true, you're in the wrong company. And if you need to be around people in order for you to be complete, then you are the wrong company even for yourself. Because if you cannot find your own happiness within you, then you're not going to find it in your husband, your boyfriend, your significant other, your best friend, or anyone else in the world for that matter. You have to first find that contentment in you, because you're going to receive whatever you put up with, whatever you accept. It's going to be something that you're going to get. So knowing what you want in life, knowing who you are in life, is the first step to accomplishing the right energy in your life. You have to be strong enough to say, okay, this doesn't work for me, I have to let it go. Okay, the more you let go of things that don't work for you, the more you will gravitate to things that do. And if you want the life that you envision, if you want to really make something happen, if you're someone that's out there striving for greatness and you have a passion that you want fulfilled, you better watch the company that you take up time with. Everybody's not supposed to be on your boat. Like in the Bible, when it talked about Jonah went and jumped himself on the boat, and the boat just started doing crazy stuff, and everybody was trying to figure out what was going on. Someone was on the boat that was negative, that wasn't supposed to be on that boat, and that was Jonah. And Jonah knew he was negative. He knew he was running, and he knew that he was the reason why the boat was going to sink. But Jonah would have stayed on that boat without saying a word, and trust me, the enemy in the camp will stay in the camp. They're not going to say, wow, this person is really, really moving on with their life and they're doing so good. Let me remove myself from the situation to make sure that this person succeed in what they're doing. You're not going to get that. That person is going to stay there, and your boat is going to be sinking, and you're trying to figure out why there's water coming in, and you just hit a big iceberg, and is this the Titanic, and what is going on? And I see a cyclone and all this debris, and the storm is dark and all of that, and you don't understand that it's that person whom you trust so much that you don't want to believe have your worst interest at heart is the reason why your boat is sinking. Honey, you're going to have to throw that person overboard. You're going to have to throw them all overboard. And if you end up being the only one on that boat when you get to shore, trust me, you got a whole lot of positive people on that other side who are willing to get on that boat with you and help that boat sail to where it needs to continue to go. But if you allow negative people to stay on your boat, if you allow negative people to be there and to just not be aware of what's going on, you're going to pay for it in the worst way. And what's worse to pay for than with something that you could have done but you didn't do because you didn't know how to discern and decipher your own life, which is so important. So know who's in your circle, and people do understand that sometimes it is your best friend. It could even be your significant other, and it can definitely be your family members. Okay, so there are no exemptions when it comes to jealousy, envy, negative energy, any of those things. Honey, nobody is exempt. Okay, it's not a face there, it's just a feeling, it's just a negative energy there, and I can tell you that it's not going to get you anywhere because it's so strong and so deep, and you cannot cure that. The only thing you can do for that is to remove yourself from that situation and to continue on in your destination, because trying to help someone who wants to see your boat sink is not going to help you get to shore. So know who's in your circle. Be willing and ready to let go of anything that's negative, that's not working for you, and do what you need to do in life